let's not use the Khajuraho temple to make it mean much more than what it actually was or what it actually represented. What often happens is that votaries of unrestrained physical activity or untamed bodily consumption often refer back to Khajuraho to validate their own self-centered motives and claims. They say, no, we are not the only ones who are obsessed with sex. Look at our great-great-grandfathers. Look at the temple of Khajuraho. See what they are doing there. They too are making out all the time. So if they could do that, and that was considered pious enough to be placed in a temple, then why should we adopt the path of restraint or renunciation? So that approach one has to be cautious of. All right. When that kind of a thing happens, I often ask, there are many million temples in India. Why do you pick and choose that particular one only? Does that tell about the temple or does that tell about you? India has been a land of temples. There are temples every 200 meters. But then that particular temple has received greatly disproportionate attention. The temple is wonderful. I do not mean to disparage the temple. The temple is great. But why not talk of the humongous number of other temples and other streams as well? I'm not saying do not talk of Khajuraho, but put things in perspective. Be mindful of the bigger picture. That's what often happens. We get so focused on one little thing that we tend to discount everything else. You talked about Valentine's Day. So if someone were to come and say something against the way this day, Saint Valentine's Day, is today celebrated, there are many voices that start clamoring, but this is the land of Khajuraho. How can you be against love? I mean, that's not a very valid argument. And if you are to talk of love, I mean, why not talk of the Kashi Vishwanath temple? How does Khajuraho specifically represent love? I'm asking. Why does the Kedarnath temple, or for that matter, the Golden Temple, Harmandir Sahib, why do they not represent love? Why is one reminded only of Khajuraho when one talks of love, especially on Valentine's Day? Does that not tell that our concept of love is purely physical? And therefore no other temple comes to our mind. Whereas the fact is, every temple is a temple only of love. What else is a temple? The mind's loving aspiration to unite with the ultimate. What else is love? Is not every temple a temple of love? Why specifically then do we refer to Khajuraho? I'm not here to dismantle Khajuraho or something. It's just that things must have importance, but only as much importance as they deserve. At some stage in one's life, one does go through the physical, sexual phase, does one not? So the Khajuraho temple indicates that even when you are going through that phase, remain centered. See what the body is doing. And if you can observe and understand the body, even in that phase, then even sexual behavior that normally pulls a person down into all kinds of rubbish and rut can still prove to be a period in which your onward activity, your onward journey keeps continuing.